Yo yo, it's Average Joe, and I'm back with Control. Well, it's time to finally reach the bottom of the nail. I hope I know what I'm doing.
That was just the top of the nail? How much deeper does the foundation go?
I guess we're gonna find out.
Entry day plus 118. I have changed, though it's hard to know how or why. I no longer need tools to detect the house's veins, to hear it breathe. I can feel its blood churning beneath my bare feet. I have added my own illustrations to the walls, trying to solve some mystery that the oldest house whispers to me. I have to avoid the it as I do so. They haunt me. I don't blame them. They're just following the pillar's orders. Even poor Adam doesn't seem to recognize me anymore. I've spent a long time contemplating the etchings of the tree and its roots. Did you know this city used to be a forest? I wonder if our oldest house wore a different face back then. Or if it was always here. A 21st century office building since time immemorial. Can a place know the future? Can it change its skin? Can it wander? I always thought the esoteric world was my father's, not mine. But here, in this sacred place, I finally understand his devotion and his awe.
Whoever that is, I'm guessing they're gonna be the boss battle. Sounds like he slowly turned into one of them.
The crystals are growing like crazy here. It's almost like they're trying to stop me.
Astral spike. HRA was damaged. The board said it.
When Marshall blew up the nail, the board attacked her. I don't fucking like it.
Being lucky at avoiding them for now. I'll check out the safe area first, before moving into that room.
Nobody else hears the house. Their ears are too full of lies. We were shown the way inside so we could help. But all we've done is fall victim to the same parasite. I should have seen the web earlier. The strands between Northmore, the pillar, the gun, the id. What hope did we have? thrown into this conflict beyond our comprehension. I've decided to rejoin the Bureau in the upper levels, to end my long absence spent in the Foundation. Northmore will be angry at me for disobeying him. That's just his way. But I don't care. I need to remain in the oldest house to help however I can. I doubt I can steer the Bureau back on the right course, but I have to try. How did I go so long without a purpose? Without devotion? I can hardly remember how it felt. I realize how grateful I am to Father for setting me on this path. I wish I could tell him that.
Director Phaeton here. Send backup to my location.
Let's do this!
Let's go, Ranger. Oh, is that Marshall?
Marshall? You're alive.
Soon you will no longer recognize us, or yourself, or him, or her, or them. Family is dead. The walls are broken, but yellow and red in the eye.
God damn it.
Inverted is made right. Leave your innocence.
Fuckers, take everything. I am not letting you take this.
You've always been the new you. You want this to be true.
Oh no, I've died. I feel like that's my Ranger. Which he must have took over it. Well, she's definitely not as tough as the others, but she is spawning them in. Ah, it looks like they are attacking her as well. And maybe it's just my guy. My friendly enemy. No, I can't even tell. Is that her? And I've died again. Glad it just respawns you exactly there. She's holding on, which is not as good as I am. Last attack.
I wasn't here to help, Marshall. The nail is corrupted. That explains why the board wasn't answering what's causing the quakes. Marshall came down here to stop this. I should have been with her. I could have saved her. But I can still save everyone else.
I did not expect Marshall to be the main enemy.
Well, fuck you too.
Oh, I'll be sure to.
Let's play it smart. They don't need to know I'm onto them. Not yet, anyway.
So now I just need to work out how to get back out of here. As we saw, we do not go down. Nothing in that cave. Nothing here either. Thought I might have been stuck for a second there.
The nail is secure. The hiss can't touch it. I can't undo the astral bleeding in the Foundation, but at least it's stopped.
Along with the seismic activity. You did it, Jesse. Did you ever find Marshall?
I did. She's gone. She died thinking she'd save the Bureau. Not a bad way to go. I wasn't ready for this crisis. I didn't even see it coming. But I promise I'll be ready for the next one. I mean, what good is a director who can't hold her bureau together? I thought I know how to handle things, now that I'm the director. Clearly, it's not that simple. I need to choose a direction for the Bureau. It should be one that serves our goals, not the board's. Whatever those are. I need to lead my way.
Let's see what Pope has to say then. DLC complete.
Now that this nail business is handled, I should probably be getting back to executive. But maybe I'll keep poking around. Just for a little bit. Has the nail been doing anything since we restored it? Define anything. Anything unusual? Define unusual. Emily. Sorry, but the answer is a whopping yes. Now that it's whole, the nail is emitting a constant field of, well, think of it like low-level radiation. It seems to suppress any biological matter it encounters. This explains why nothing grows here and why the Bureau had to abandon the area. Prolonged exposure would certainly begin affecting neural processes. Wait. Was the field created when I cleansed the nail? I considered that, but the nail's readings are quite different from the ones I recorded at the cleanse control points. I think the nail's field is purely of its own making. In fact, I think it would passively prevent any His corruption, like the HRAs do. Which makes me wonder what actually occurred when you cleansed the nail. I've been wondering about that myself.
Did the board let the Hiss corrupt the nail? Did they want me to cleanse it? If so, why?
What do you know about Director Northmore? Well, he was Director Trench's predecessor, and Northmore is famous for being the first board-appointed director. See, before we found the oldest house, directors were picked by committees of old men in suits, drinking cognac and smoking cigars or whatever. You know, standard, uninteresting methods. I think the word you're looking for is bureaucratic. Or antiquated. Regardless, Northmore was eventually forced to... Well, we don't need to go into that. Strangely, the only two board-appointed directors left the position under unusual circumstances. If the board appoints a director, then how do they retire them? I doubt they go out and buy you a gold watch. Sorry, Jesse, I didn't mean to imply that... Don't worry. If anyone's getting shown the door, it's them. What do you know about an entity named Former? I can't say I've heard of it. You got any details for me? Well, imagine a one-eyed bug thing. I think it was a part of the board, but then something happened and now it's... separate? Interesting. See, I always wondered if the board was some sort of entity or group or conglomerate of linked consciousnesses, but this supports the group theory. Although it could have undergone some sort of corporeal exile. Too many unknowns to form a working hypothesis yet, but I can prioritize this matter in future astral dives if you think it's important. Fortune favors the prepared. Do it. I'm gonna keep looking around. I wish I could go with you, but I still need 30 hours of training before I can do field work. We'll work on that.
Well, we didn't really find many ID badges for her. I'll quickly check these rooms just to see if anything new has turned up.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior...
Give us a call on the radios if you need help out there, Director.
But we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable.
Nothing there. Abilities. do we have enough for these two? We do. Not enough for melee, but I may as well upgrade my energy. Ah, I should have went for that. Oh well, I need 8 points for that. Or I could reset my abilities. I think I will. So most important to me is levitate. C's ended up very useful. Shield I never used at all. Launch we use often. Throw grenades, throw enemies, throw bigger enemies, large objects, and we will do multi-launch. And for the rest, we'll trade between melee and energy. Leftover points go into health, but there is no leftover points. Back to Central. It's been a while.
Then which is the object of power, the slide or the slide projector? Or is the distinction itself a fallacy?
Anything new now you're back up here?
Hi, Jesse.
Nope.
Well, I've got a bureau to run. See you soon.
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
Please.
There haven't been any his sightings in the Ocean View Motel. Could survivors be hiding inside?
It's possible. I remember a report about a similar incident from '84. The Bureau lost contact with the whole department.
It said skip at the bottom right, so I thought she was talking to us again. No new outfits. And here we can finally upgrade. I can add a new ability. So I'm going to get rid of everything that's 3 or lower again. Reload speed, definitely what I needed before. Another damage boost. May as well. And personal mods too. We are the most OP director that there's ever been. So launch, I think I'll keep it as that. Unless there's a better launch. There is not. Energy recovery. Doesn't look like there's a better one either. That launch is nowhere near as good as the other. That could be useful. I think we'll actually change it to C's. And now what missions do we have available? The board countermeasurements that we don't care about. These I'm still pretty sure I'll eventually get them from just running around. Pope's collection, that might be a bit hard because I've done the full DLC and didn't even find 5. I guess it's time to check out A Dark Place.
Give him hell, Director.
I think this is where I'm meant to go. Well, it is a dark place.
Hello? Anyone here? Guess not. Seems a lot more crowded than the rest of the bureau.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like they've took care of this part of the building. They've left a lot of documents about. Wouldn't let us round there.
Should open. I'm no detective, but something definitely happened here.
I know a dark place is literally the title, but I might have to turn up the screen brightness. That's fast travel.
Do we know each other? This feels familiar. I can't seem to... I've forgotten it. I'm sorry. My name is Alan Wake. Who are you? Who are you? Do I know you?
I'm your friend Tom. Tom Zane. There's nothing to worry about.
Tom. The poet. The diver. You look different.
That was just a role. A character. The protagonist I played in my old film. I'm a filmmaker. An auteur like yourself. We're working on this together, remember? An artistic collaboration. You need a drink. Keep this.
Endless darkness. Nothing holds still.
But we're very close now. You've been writing. You found a way to escape. It'll work this time.
Writing?
You found a way!
No. I don't... Wait. There's something. It's my double. He's out there. I've seen it.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about. I'm dealing with it. It's fine, my friend. Let me handle him.
You've met him? What the hell?
Now, come on. You misunderstand me.
That was the Alan Wake? The famous writer? He disappeared years ago. It was all over the news back then. And Thomas Zane was with him. The poet. No, wait. He was a filmmaker. I always remember that wrong.
Looks like it's gonna be hell of a crossover. I can't lie though, I've never played Alan Wake. And if the game has just turned into a horror game, I might not play it. Can call us a pussy, but you are what you eat. I thought there was something else to pick up in that room.
Dr. Emil Hartman, devoured by hungry darkness, became the thing that had been Hartman. Broke loose, killed everyone it could, lurking, roaming, waiting. Then something else came, a resonance. The thing that had been Hartman went through another change.
That was easy enough then. I also think that's one of the bridges we had across in the last DLC. The nail that we literally just complete. But maybe not. Looks like I've got to get that way. Well, that door's not opening. How about this one? Nope. Gonna have to make another jump. Well, that's not a good sign. That was a ranger, by the looks of it.
Creepy, damp, and abandoned. Why did Wake want me to come here?
I do not know what is going on here.
That doesn't look like a house shift. Do I even want to know?
So I'm back to one-hit kills, which is always nice.
The hiss are already in here.
I keep pressing the wrong button. Load out. I'm going to change spin back to grip. Stuck in a box. I guess that's not the way to go.
Whoa. Looks like the house has gotten a little wild in here. This darkness is blocking the door, so now I have to deal with an interdimensional noise and sentient shadows.
Yep, and it won't let us just climb through it.
Sense.
So now I'm also going to be carrying around a light for most of the game. The game's so dark I should probably carry a light anyway.
Third thing. The sound made darker, the darkness made louder. Hartman was stretched, like a worm through time. The third thing was a monster. Now we crashed out of darkness toward Faden.
Any more lights? I accidentally threw that one. I should have definitely kept that light.
Inside the motel. Utilized surveillance methods are as follows. Fiber optic cameras slid under the individual room doors. Motion detectors in the lobby area. Tripwire triggering a flash camera across the main entrance. Even fingerprint powder on the front desk. Results are varying at best. But mostly just inconclusive and unusable. The footage is corrupted. Sometimes even the equipment is damaged. I don't know how exactly. I think this place is making fun of me. That's the only explanation. I can hear them laughing and screaming behind the closed doors. I can hear the call bell go and ding multiple times a day, but when I look, there's no one there. I know I'm supposed to stay out of sight, but I've seen the doors closing just before I can catch even a glimpse of anyone or anything. They're messing with me, whoever they are. I think... Wait, shh. There's something. I gotta get this. Gotta get the cable out. Come on, you fiber optic fuck, cooperate. Okay, there we go.
What are these? Extra missions?
The air in here is getting bad. The vents, they are full of mold shit. It's not good for you. Headache, nausea, boldness, depression. How can you tell when you are in?
Yeah, we've not seen Artie in a while.
Darkness everywhere. New day, same old bloody system, said the whole place. Like dark blood food for nothing. Get rid of it. Lads at here have died standing up. Lighten them up.
Well, here's this. I was hoping that would power on a bit more of the lights. Now, where did my other light go?
My understanding of the darkness is fragmented, incomplete. This abyss, this void, it very much does not wish to be understood. If light symbolizes knowledge, then it stands to reason that darkness would equate to ignorance. By its very nature, it abhors comprehension. Of course, my own nature drives me to comprehend all. We are opposing forces, destined to collide. And given this conflict of natures, we know that the light of truth will burn away the darkness, both figuratively and literally. Any significant light source can be used as protection, even weaponry, against this metaphysical gloom. And then there are the artists. I know for a fact that Tom, Wake, the Anderson brothers, and Lane all had some involvement with the darkness. The question is whether their uncanny ability to affect reality through their art beckons the darkness, or did their work perhaps even create it? With Wake now secure in my lodge, I expect I shall grow closer to learning the answers to these questions. Assuming he cooperates, which is proving quite the challenge. Well, perseverance is the foundation of knowledge. Speaking of, I must be off on my rounds.
I'll take that and just put it there instead. Though I don't know what that just powered up. That door's still locked.
Reminder, all employees are required to report their hours at the end of each month. The Federal Bureau of Control maintains that time is not subjective, and hours passed on alternative planes cannot be claimed. Astral dives do not accumulate overtime compensation. Thank you for your attention.
Yeah, I wonder what your wages are for working in this place. So I can't move that anymore. That is definitely stuck there. Ah, right. That's lightened the room up a little. And we can get out of here. So yeah, let us know if you want us to finish off this DLC. I might, or I might not. We'll see. But for now, thank you all for watching. I might see you next time. We've saved the Bureau. We've saved the Foundation. And honestly, I'm not too bothered about saving Alan Wake. He's got his own 2 games. So yeah, thank you all for watching. See you sometime.